Good evening and welcome to another episode with igebra.ai. Today we have another interesting topic for all of us out here. So it's food and math. We all love eating different cuisines. We all love eating different varieties of food. But if we do not eat in proper numbers, in proper proportions, it leads to obesity, which is a very serious kind of health condition as well. On the other hand, if we do not eat the right proportions, the right nutrients, then it also leads to other harmful diseases like anemia. So we strongly feel that numbers play a very, very vital role when it comes to food. So that's why we decided to come up with this interesting episode of relating food as well as math. So let's see how numbers play a major role in our diet, in our meals that we eat during the entire day. So today we have two members with us, Madhurima and Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, please give an introduction to our audience out there.
Hello everyone, this is Vaishnavi and I'm a marketing intern here at igebra.
Okay, Madhurima.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Madhurima and I am a BDE in igebra.
Okay, so today I thought of just enlightening our audience with ratios and proportions of the diets we eat, of the food items we eat, as to how important numbers are in our meal. So that's why I have the two of you over here, so that I can also see a perspective as to how you relate numbers to the food. So we begin with Madhurima. Madhurima, do you feel that math is related to food or no?
Definitely, Charvi. I totally believe that math is related to food because I'm a mother and I cook a lot. So when I start cooking in the kitchen, I see math is everywhere. Like my favorite, food is gongura mutton, which is a South Indian dish, and in that the proportions play a very vital role. First of all, I have to number the ingredients, okay, and then I have to add it in a particular span of time. Like first you put the mutton and then you put gongura in it. So there is a kind of mathematical analysis that has to go. The whole dish to get completed will go for almost half an hour to 45 minutes. So that is also numbers. Yeah, that is also numbers. Yes. So and the protein that we have in the particular dish, also when you intake into your body, okay, that also plays a vital role because that's also numbers per calories. So I get to see that there are so many things involved with one dish. Likewise, there are other things as well where geometry is involved, talking about the shapes of cookies, or I should say ratios are involved. Like, if you want to bake a cake, the ratios has to be correct, 1 cup of maida or sugar, all these things, the ratios have to be correct. So every dish that you take, always there is mathematics involved. So I strongly feel that mathematics is the other word for mathematics is food.
Okay. Okay, so that was Madhurima giving us our perspective where she strongly believes that food and math are related. She described about her favorite dish as well, which is a South Indian dish. And she says if the proportions are not right, then it leads to a disaster. So numbers play a very, very vital role according to her. So now we have Vaishnavi. So first, let's ask Vaishnavi, what's her favorite dish?
Okay, so basically my favorite dish is I usually like sweets a lot. So coming to sweets, I really like halwa. And especially my mom made halwa. So, it's really important to make the best halwa here is the right quantity of sugar, the right quantity of suji, and anything goes in out of proportion, it can really make the best sweet as, not so likely sweet. So I really think that, yeah, math is truly related to food, and without math, any recipe can, turn into a disaster, as you just stated.
Okay. Okay, so that was Vaishnavi giving her perspective, talking about how she likes halwa and how proportions play a vital role. All right. So, what do you think? If numbers did not exist, then could you or would you be able to manage your yummy food items that you eat right now? Was it possible?
Definitely no. Because see, as you just asked, that having the right proportion of food is really important for a healthy lifestyle. And me as a college going girl, it's really important to have the right proportion of food and proper intake of calories. And I would like to say that I really also like having fruits. And even you can find math in fruits as well. When you can see, you can find symmetry in fruits, for example, like watermelon, apple, kiwi, pineapple. Basically math is everywhere. It's not just helps in measurements and proportions and all that, but it also helps us to find in shapes and counting on the calories intake and maintaining a proper lifestyle.
Okay, so now we had a college going perspective. Let's have a mother's perspective now when her children eat junk food. So Madhurima, do you monitor the junk food? Do you have numbers there also?
Yes, definitely, Charlie, because homemade food is always good for health, because we always have a count of what we are eating, and we also have a count of how we are cooking. But when it comes to junk food, the we don't know how the calories that the body absorbs. So
Right.
that's where it becomes very very disastrous, because you tend to become obese because of the junk food that you eat outside. So
Yes.
one has to monitor. So as a mother, I'm so against outside food. And whenever my child asks, I want to cook at home and then give it. And of course, my child complains saying that it doesn't taste as it tastes outside. But then that's okay. I said healthy food will never taste good, and have it. So this is the mother's perspective.
Okay, so that's very true. All of us love eating junk food, but at the same time, we know how hazardous it is when it comes to diseases. Also, it's not good for the body, as it again destroys the entire proportions and ratios of hormones in our body, which can lead to another different kinds of diseases which are harmful. So that's a mother's perspective, and that's a college going perspective we had as to how we should balance our diets, and balanced diets are must. And it's okay to have junk food also at times, but again, as I said, the balance between the junk food and the homemade food is something important, because I think most of us again have our favorite foods at home only. So it's not the junk food. Junk food is just like temporary happiness. So I would say go for the permanent happiness and try and cook something interesting, so that you even see math and you have your taste buds satisfied as well. So before we just wrap up our show, I would like Madhurima and Vaishnavi to give one-liners or any piece of advice to our young minds, youth who will be watching out there. So what would you like to say, Madhurima?
For me, one liner would be math and food are interconnected.
Okay, Vaishnavi.
I also feel that math and food are inseparable and they are part of our life.
All right. So, yes, they are definitely a part of life, and that's what we started. So, all the young people, all the kids out there, all the youth out there have a balanced diet, because ultimately it would reflect in your old age. So, it's better to take a precaution so that you do not have problems later on, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So thank you, Madhurima. Thank you, Vaishnavi, for being with us today and enlightening us with this perspective of food and math. So definitely we would be coming with some other interesting perspectives in the episodes ahead. So thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you, Charlie.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.